You've given me a wonderful life. I love you all.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 major characters of Family Guy who tragically died.
I never wanted this to happen, and it happened far, far too soon.
All right, this is gonna blow you guys away.
For this list, we'll be going over the prominent cast members from the animated sitcom Family Guy who suffered untimely ends. They don't necessarily need to have been permanent, but they do need to have happened on Family Guy itself. So Loretta's death on the Cleveland show won't count, for example. Which of these Family Guy deaths had you reaching for the tissues? Share your feelings in the comments below. Number 10. Pearl Burton. Calling Pearl a major character is a bit of a stretch, given that she only appears in one episode, but she nevertheless makes an impact, at least on Brian.
Duh! What the hell is this?
De-lousing powder. Everyone on the outside is filthy.
Well, you could have given me some warning.
Here's your warning. It's gonna burn like hell in 30 seconds.
A cantankerous elderly woman Brian is forced to spend time with for community service. Brian warms up to her after learning her past as a singer.
That's Habanera from Carmen. Oh, I've never heard it sung so beautifully.
The pair form a friendship, and Brian convinces the agoraphobic Pearl to leave her house. Tragically, Pearl is almost immediately hit by a truck.
Brian, I've missed so much. I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for you.
While in the hospital, Brian uses a virtual headset to show her the two of them living out a possible life together. It's a very sweet relationship that ends too soon.
Goodbye, Pearl.
Hey, who wants to see a dead body?
Number 9. Jonathan Weed. Mr. Jonathan Weed was Peter Griffin's boss during the early seasons on the show, when he worked at a toy factory. After Peter becomes worried he won't advance in his career there, he invites Mr. Weed over for dinner.
Mr. Weed, I was wondering if maybe you'd like to come over to my house for dinner Friday night. That wasn't so hard.
Well, what time?
I don't know, 7:38.
His mustachioed superior is actually won over by the evening's meal and even promotes Peter. However, the shock causes Brian to choke on his food. After the food is ejected from Brian's mouth, it lands in Mr. Weed's mouth, causing him to choke to death.
He's dead.
This is admittedly more of a comedic death than a tragic one, though. And Mr. Weed's death did open up the opportunity for Peter to try a variety of other jobs.
Oh, sorry, we're out of towels. Let me get that for you, sir.
Number 8. Bertram. Stewie may hate his mother most, but he's got another mortal enemy in the family, his half-brother Bertram.
Well, if it isn't my half-brother, Stewie.
Bertram! I haven't seen you since our microscopic encounter. How the deuce did you get out of Peter's testicles?
He donated sperm.
Gross.
As brilliant as Stewie and possibly more vindictive, Bertram clashes with Stewie several times. Their final encounter sees Bertram attempt to erase Stewie from existence by killing his ancestor, Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, I presume?
Who are you, a little lisping baby?
You're assassin, you overrated caricaturist!
The pair's final battle in Renaissance Italy is an entertaining one, with an aerial battle using Da Vinci's flying machines. However, Stewie ultimately finishes Bertram off with an arrow to the head and a terrible pun.
Hey, Bertram, what's your favorite kind of bottled water?
Huh?
Mine's Arrowhead.
The real tragedy, though, is that we never get to see these two match wits again. Number 7. Francis Griffin. Francis Griffin is Peter's chronically cranky Irish father. Highly critical of his son and his family, Francis comes to Meg's birthday party in his final episode.
Peter, have you been drinking?
Well, little, it is a party.
Take off that stupid costume. You look like a damn fool.
Dad, you won't say that when you see my grand unicycle finale.
In a horrifying accident, Peter falls off the stairs while riding a unicycle and crushes his father, leading to his death.
All right, this is gonna blow you guys away.
Grandpa! Oh my God! Is he breathing?
Somebody call an ambulance!
Lois, maybe you better call 2 ambulances.
While we learn later in the episode that Francis was actually Peter's stepfather, it doesn't cancel out how traumatic the event is.
Peter, come closer. There's something I need to say to you.
I'm here, Dad. What is it?
Peter. You're a fat, stinking drunk.
Francis may not have been the nicest man around, but he did raise Peter, and if he were anyone else, that might have messed him up.
There's got to be something I can do. Maybe I'll bury him in the pet cemetery. Okay, I'll bury him in a regular cemetery.
Number 6, Horace. The original bartender of Peter and his friend's local watering hole, the Drunken Clam, Horace didn't have the biggest personality in town, but he did serve beer. A lot. The guy wasn't very memorable, okay? But his death was.
All right, guys, one more out and the game is ours. Come on, Horace, strike him out!
When the Drunken Clam regulars play a game against Goldman's Pharmacy, the opposing team brings in Jerome, a ringer. Jerome hits Horace's pitch so hard that it kills the bartender.
Oh my God, he's really hurt bad. You're out of the baseline, by the way. You're out. Game's over. But oh my God, Horace is really hurt.
The guys don't have much of substance to say at Horace's funeral, though not for a lack of feelings on Quagmire's part, but they're very upset that the Clam is almost closed. Thankfully for them, Jerome makes amends by buying the bar.
Listen, it's kind of all my fault this happened in the first place. I'm responsible for Horace's death. Plus, as a former athlete, it's my responsibility to invest my earnings in a restaurant, bar, or car dealership.
Number 5, Diane Simmons. Diane Simmons was the erstwhile co-anchor on Quahog's Channel 5 News. However, a trip to James Woods' house has deadly consequences for Diane, and not just for her.
Muriel!
Oh yeah, like she's gonna answer you, Tom.
And here we go with the attitude. This is why you're single.
Oh, so I'm not supposed to point out when you do something stupid?
You hear that? Hear that tone you're using? That's penis repellent right there.
Several other recurring characters meet their ends during this murder mystery episode. But as it turns out, Diane is the murderer.
I should go.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, it was you! You're the killer!
Very clever, Lois.
Her attempts to get revenge on James Woods for dumping her for a younger woman spiraled into further killings to cover her initial murder. And just when she looks poised to do the same to Lois, Diane is shot from afar by Stewie. If anyone is going to kill Lois, it's him.
If anybody's gonna take that bitch down, it's gonna be me.
Diane's fall from grace is a sad one, and she was an entertaining part of the show's extended cast. Number 4, Rupert. Rupert is Stewie's beloved teddy bear and arguably his best friend apart from Brian, even if he can't talk back. Unfortunately, Brian is jealous of the time Stewie spends with Rupert and drunkenly tears the bear apart.
Whoa. Hey, what's going on? You killed my best friend is what's going on. Oh. Uh-oh.
Stewie is understandably heartbroken, leading the two of them to make a trek up a mountain in Vermont to lay Rupert's ashes to rest.
Stewie and I are both incredibly grateful for all the time we had with you, and we wouldn't change a single moment. Except the end. Sorry about that. Rest in peace, Rupert.
The duo's eulogy for the departed stuffed animal is surprisingly moving. And while Brian does buy Stewie a new bear on the way home, the original is looking down on them from the afterlife, along with Paul Walker. Number 3, Brian Griffin. Speaking of the Griffin family dog, Brian has also died during the show. Several times, in fact. However, our pick goes to the one most of us thought would stick. After Stewie destroys his time machine, he and Brian play hockey in the street. Tragically, Brian is struck by a car.
Brian, look out!
He has time for one last farewell to the Griffin family before he passes away.
You've given me a wonderful life. I love you all.
Although Brian stays dead for a few episodes, Stewie finds a way to avert his death and save him soon afterwards.
Brian, look out!
What the hell? You're alive, my friend!
Although this is arguably the most emotional on-screen death, his goodbyes still make us choke up. The fact that it isn't permanent keeps it from being as impactful as it could have been.
Hey, who are you talking to out here?
A pretty awesome guy.
Number 2, Angela. Another of Peter's bosses, Angela was his supervisor at the Pawtucket Brewery. Although generally dissatisfied with his performance, she did have a soft spot for him. A little too much of one, actually.
Yeah, this is gonna work out just fine. Excuse me.
Angela met an untimely end due to her voice actress, the late Carrie Fisher, passing away in real life. Allegedly dying due to going swimming too soon after eating, Angela's eulogy is delivered by Peter.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way? Angela, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Angela.
Although he begins the speech quoting various sitcom theme songs, he concludes it with a profoundly moving tribute that refers to Fisher herself. It's just a shame Peter delivered it at the wrong funeral.
I may have lost a boss, but heaven has gained a princess. And I am at the wrong funeral.
Before we unveil our top pick, here's an honorable mention. Jess Schlotz. Brian's brief wife had cancer when they got together, so this was almost inevitable.
Well, Brian, I'm sorry that Jess died during the commercial break, but it was a very nice funeral service.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mayor Adam West. A staple on the show for many years, Adam West played a wackier version of himself on Family Guy.
My God, I'm a tomato!
Like our last entry, when the actor passed away, so too did the character. To honor his memory, the characters pay tribute to him in various ways, from a video montage being made by Peter to getting the high school renamed in his honor. It's too bad nobody went to his funeral, though.
None of you people came to my funeral!
Still, the guy doesn't seem to hold a grudge, since his ghost seems to save Brian and Quagmire from falling off a cliff.
Mayor West?
Rest in peace, you strange, kooky man.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.